Hey everyone, I'm LC Gamer, and welcome back to Deathmark. In the last video, we died to spiders. But now it's time to try again and see how far I can go and maybe survive, saving everyone in the elevator. Make my decision. Don't try and find the source, that's just gonna get us killed. Yell loudly. See if that works. I bend over and yell loud enough to wreck my throat. The spiders visibly stop moving for a moment. They're still coming. We need something stronger. Get the elevator, yell loudly. Use the mini massagers. Take the mini massager out of my bag, press it against the wall, and turn it on. A growling vibration runs through the walls. The spiders suddenly start acting strangely. Oh. These spiders. The creatures vanished instantly as if they had only been a mirage. What's going on? Yeah, I was desperate, but I can't believe that thing had a big enough vibration to scare them. As I'm puzzling it out, something slams into the elevator door. Hurry up and get the elevator going. Right, I need to hit the button. But then I realized I already pushed the button a ton of times. I press the button for the first floor again. It only clicks. This metal box is stranding us. Why isn't it moving? Ugh. Here. I'm trying to hurry. It's obvious who she is. Move, move, move. I pray silently as I jam the button. Then we stumble out of the elevator without checking to see where we've stopped. We're in the first floor lobby. Did we escape? Yeah. For whatever reason, the elevator decided to move at the very last second. I doubt me praying actually worked, but I'm not sure what happened, but I think we're safe. I breathe a sigh of relief, and a figure appears in the gloom. Why are you guys in there? Ita? You're both covered in sweat. Did something happen? Of course something. Wait, Ita, did you call the elevator down here? What? Yeah. I mean, it looked like it worked, so... Did I do something wrong? Ita holds himself back timidly. It sounds like he thinks I'm mad at him. Damon silently steps up to him. It suddenly gives him a hug. Thank you, Ida. Well done. If you hadn't been here, we would have... True, you couldn't ask for better timing. Can't be more grateful that Suzu contacted Ida. What's most important right now? Oh, that's right. He needs emergency treatment. Come help me with him, Ida. Okay. Completely clueless, Ida helps us drag the white lump out of the elevator. What is this creepy thing? I hesitate for a moment before I reply, but he should know. Banshee Ito. The old man from the underground shelter. What? Well, idiot, don't drop him. I don't get back to Kuju Mansion until almost midnight. My exhausted body groans in pain as I collapse onto the sofa. My head feels heavy, like it's in a fog. To top it off, things are worse than yesterday now. Banshee was sent to Damon's hospital and immediately admitted. He's no longer conscious, and untrained eyes would say he's just sleeping, but he's actually fallen into a deep coma. His condition is very serious. To be honest, I wanted to go along and do something to help, but Damon chased me out of the hospital. He said I'm overworked and need sleep, and sleep deprived. I agree. Ita stayed behind at least. Not that he's replacing me, but it's good he's there. I'm frustrated with myself for thinking he'd be useless. Once everything is over, I definitely need to thank Sulu. First Hero, now Banshee. At this rate, even if I keep investigating, if I don't find any clues, thinking about it makes my stomach hurt. You're gonna get an ulcer if you're not careful. Those two might never recover, and that's just assuming their conditions stabilize. If they get worse, something even more terrible could happen. Put my head in my hands and sigh. The red raincoat flashes in the darkness. What should I do? How do I have to keep investigating tomorrow? Once I finish looking through these documents, I should head straight to bed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, this is just getting everyone into trouble. Off to bed. Alright. Let's see how well this goes. Early morning. I get the worst wake-up call ever. A severe pain threatens to split my head. The mysterious headache from yesterday is back with a vengeance. I meant to go to Damon's hospital to see Hiru and Banshee. Well, it was the light out. Ugh. Spots flash before my eyes. I can't even sit up. I pull the sheets up and wait for it to pass. I'm only just able to move by the time the sun is setting. Thunder rumbles in the distance. It sounds like rain again. Great. I press my fingers to my temple to check. The whirlwind of pain has once again disappeared without a trace. I sigh. Mashita calls as I'm making coffee in the kitchen. He says he'll come along for tonight's investigation. He must have finally wrapped up his other cases. He mentioned that he dropped by the hospital in between cases to see Hiru and Banshee. Seems they went berserk when they awoke and are now restrained. They refuse to eat. Relying on IVs won't work forever. I didn't expect the report to be good, but this is a critical point in the case. Before he hangs up, Mashita utters a warning. Then this is the 11th hour. Mashita doesn't offer a reply. The red lights outside the rain-soaked window are hazy like a wilting flower. It's time to head out. Okay, back to the Masquerade. And to deal with a giant spider creature. I park the car in the parking lot, as always, and walk over to the street in the rain. I pass down the familiar road to Hotel Masquerade. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late. I had a headache. A man in a trench coat cuts an imposing figure on the wet street corner, glittering in the lights. You know damn well time is of the essence right now. Damon's prepared for the worst, too. He's made arrangements to transfer them. Transfer them? Oh. They must be in pretty bad condition then. I didn't mention this over the phone, but I met someone at Damon's hospital. I ran into Sho Nagashima. Sho? What was he doing there? Some of his gang hangs out here. Guess we're a hot topic with them. They've seen people in and out of the hotel. Nagashima heard about it and figured they were talking about you. He contacted the fortune teller and, well... So now Sho knows about the case, too. Why didn't she just keep quiet? That old lady hands out business cards to anyone and everyone. It's a real pain. So did you talk to Sho? Why would I? He cornered me, asking for info on the case, but I drove him off. Suddenly feel uneasy. You didn't say anything unnecessary, did you? Of course not. I just said it to stay out of grown-up matters. For just a moment, my vision tunnels and a blood vessel in my head throbs. Something wrong? No, I'm fine. I'm sure he doesn't want Sho involved either. But he really should have considered his words more carefully. I hear footsteps coming up behind me. It can't be. Sho. I raise my head with a sudden sense of dread. But it's only Moe Watanabe. Thank goodness. You're here after all. Good thing I came straight here. I got the results you asked me for. I look at her blankly for a moment, but then I remember I asked her to use her connections to investigate the rumors. Right. Thanks. There's no time. Give us the short version. Oh, okay. Then I'll only cover the really important parts. I heard something amazing from someone who was there at the time. What, like a hotel employee? No, not like that. Geez, when I say someone who was there, I obviously mean one of the high school girls who was up to no good. You talked to one? This is legit, right? This is legit, right? Even Mashita is interested. Only the people who used Masquerade really know what happened there. Aha. Hearing from someone involved is best. Yeah, her name's Eiko. The editorial department helped me track her down. She went to a nearby high school and did this part-time job, apparently. And what's really important is what Eiko said about her classmate, Esko. Ah, I see what's going on here. Moe pulls a voice recorder from her bag and hits the play button. Yeah, a friend introduced me to a part-time job. It was whimsical. Just did it on a whim. Yeah, so we're supposed to meet at that Hotel Masquerade. And there's a system there where someone introduces us to customers. You get a lot of money from it, so everyone was dying to get hired. But one day there was like an incident. Someone at school found out about the job. Some goody two-shoes class rep, Esco, said she was gonna tell her teacher in Mura. Everyone freaked out, apologized to her, saying they'd stop. She wouldn't listen. If our parents found out, it'd be the worst thing ever. We begged, but she didn't budge. Well, of course not. In the end, she left class saying she was going to go to the police in Mora. We were totally freaking out, so I went to the hotel that night. I mean, at that point, there was no harm in going, you know. But then she was there. Esco was standing in front of Masquerade in the drizzling rain, in a red raincoat. She'd said she was going to the police, so who knows why she was at the hotel. I can't read right now. But it made us all jumpy and on edge every day after that, except nothing ever happened. Soon after that Masquerade shut down, I guess they uncovered something. Huh? The job? Yeah, I completely quit after that. Okay. That's Eiko's testimony, just the important parts though. Well, we got a fascinating first-hand account. The rumors of Red Riding Hood and what was written on the guest books we found in the hotel. All the pieces are in that girl's confession. So what ended up happening to Esco? I don't know exactly, but apparently she stopped coming to school. According to Eiko, she just suddenly stopped showing up. Nishida snorts. It's too perfect. She was probably just being overly dramatic, especially that part about the red raincoat. Most people use an umbrella when it's raining. That's true. Nishida's right. It's possible that the raincoat was a sign for whoever she was waiting for, but hardly anyone comes down the street. It doesn't really fit. Is that all you have to tell us? Then hurry up and go home. So I really can't come with you? I worked really hard, you know. Apparently Moe really wants to come along. I do feel bad. She worked and got us that info just so she could investigate with us. But sorry, but you shouldn't be here. There have already been 2 victims. We can't get you wrapped up in this too. Oh, okay, I understand. Moe nods. I guess she's already over it. Sure. I'll tell you later, and I'll try and be careful. She sounds worried about me. She disappears around the street corner. A siren echoes on the wind, an unnatural howl in the distance. I look up at Masquerade, looming before us. What in the hell happened inside that hunk of concrete? There's always a tragic cause to the birth of a spirit. Red Riding Hood must be the same. But I can't watch my friends die. I slowly step forward, trying to escape from the unease that's threatening to engulf me. It's not right for the dead to meddle with the living. Mashida mutters beside me. Is that a personal creed? Nah, just what I think. Mashida clicks his tongue. Okay, so we got the testimony. Let's head back inside. And hopefully we don't run into Riding Hood. Hey. As I step into the lobby, Mashida stops in front of me. What's wrong? What a fascinating job. Fantastic job you've done here. Huh? What are you talking about? Look. Wow. The lobby looks completely different. The room is covered in white. No, it wasn't like this yesterday. Thought so. These are webs. Mashita touches one of the floating threads. Looks like she's up the ante. Bring it. Time to make our appointment with our lady friend. Just then. The groan of the elevator moving echoes. Did the elevator just come back to the first floor? That'd mean someone's already here. Did you see which floor it came from? No, I wasn't looking. Though I feel like it took a while between when I heard the noise and its arrival. I'm betting it's one of the upper floors, maybe the 4th or 5th. Yesterday we got the elevator working and managed to get to the 4th floor. But because of what happened to Banshee, we weren't able to investigate any higher. Okay, let's start on the 4th floor. Okay. Let's take the elevator. Fourth floor, please. Pull that gun out so we can shoot this spider if it shows up. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked girl running down a trail. Okay. More webs. To the room on the left. Venetian mask on the wall. Plague Doctor mask. Pick up the mask. Find a talisman on the wall underneath. Cool! I can use a lot of that. That'll save me a lot of my health. Okay. Look at it. Okay. So, let's see what's inside. Pull out the drawer and find a notebook. Mask guest book 401. What's that? A guest book provided by the hotel. Guests write about their experience in it. I glanced through the pages. This guest book's entries are clearly different from all the others. It covers a number of horrifying topics such as devil worship and different kinds of torture. Every page is crammed with stuff like that. It's impossible to tell which ones are delusions and which ones are actually took place. The only thing I can say for sure is that it's surging with a twisted, single-minded appetite. I silently hand over the guest book. Mashita skims through it, then smirks. Huh? That's quite the hobby. The handwriting differs by page. This was written by several guests. I find that hard to believe. I sincerely doubt there are so many people in the world who have such a unique hobby. They're like moths drawn to a flame. You wouldn't even know to look at them. The pieces are finally coming together. It seems this hotel offered a special service for its perverted guests. You mean the kind of stuff written in that guest book? Oh dear. Yeah, the kids working that part-time job were probably part of it too. Guaranteed their safety and complete confidentiality, of course. After all, the one who sold his soul was probably most nervous about that. Still, there's people here. These people have quite the imagination. Machida mutters sarcastically as he casually leafs through the pages. Then he stops. Hey, this phrase, do you know what it means? The phrase Machida points to is punishment. Jorogumo's punishment. Jorogumo, huh? It's a spider monster from Japanese folklore that can shapeshift into a beautiful woman. Ah, so you do know about it. Thanks. So much for that info dump. I ignore the hint of sarcasm in his voice and read the rest of the page. Punishment is a recreation of a certain urban legend. You capture the largest spider you can find. A wild one would be best. Sharpen the sacrifice's senses with drugs and use a mouth speculum to keep the mouth open. Okay. You throw the spider into their mouth. If they manage to swallow it, they're innocent. If they don't, or the spider escapes, they're guilty. It's a witch trial meant to judge truth from lie. I get a sacrifice that needs punishing. I'd like to try it out immediately. Can't be that that's what's written here was actually. Did someone actually do this? Who knows? Hey, calm down, take a deep breath. Yeah, it's okay, I'm calm. I doubt Machida believes me. It's obvious that I'm totally rattled. Don't forget, Yashiki. We can't die here. Of course, I know that. I try to keep my reply as steady as possible, but my hands keep shaking as I put the notebook in my bag. Okay, anything else around here? No, thank you. I check behind the wire door. There's a folded table and chair stored away, too big to carry around. I don't want to go in there. They're brand new spider webs. Was this web built last night? Okay. No, even perfectly normal spider webs are starting to look eerie. I turn it upside down and shake it. A wad of paper falls out. Worn out talisman. Awesome. I'm gonna need all of these. Okay. Anything here? Some kind of slime is stuck to the mirror, so my reflection is hard to see. Must leave now? Huh? Hello? Alright, I hear a faint laugh. I don't hear anything more coming from it. Sure. Now I'm even more freaked out. It's like the mask is staring at me. Take it down and examine it, but it's just a mask. It still feels like it's staring at me, though. Open the door to the bathroom. Let's check around in here. Okay. Not check around in there. Check the sink. Really don't want to do this, but I still need to check it. Shut my eyes and stick my fingers down the drain. I did something hard. Something cylindrical is stuck down there. Sadly, my fingers don't seem to be able to reach it. Something's in there? It's often a prime location to hide incriminating objects. It's likely an important piece of evidence. We should get it. Can I use this? No, okay. I'll come back when I figure something out. Credit card. Mini massager. No, that's not gonna work. Vaseline? No. Okay. No, I have nothing on hand. I'll be back when I have something to get that out with. Let's go up another floor. 5th floor. Okay, 5th floor. Open the door and check the switchboard, but nothing looks broken at first glance. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked wife holding hands with a child. Okay. Hey, shine the light inside. Oh, crap. Body has finally turned up. Let's check it out. Right. I don't want to be in there. The door to room 502 is locked. Okay, I guess I'll go back in here. Let's check the bathroom first, shall we? The door to the bathroom. And... okay. Open the lid to the trash can, look inside. There's a large clump of hair inside, as well as some paper waste. Resisting the urge to scream, I securely close the lid and check the trash can back where it was. Let's check inside here. Open the door and rummage around inside. Bent hanger. Oh, that could help. Okay, I'm done in here. And you are... When I touch it, something flakes off. Looks like traces of dried skin. The corpse is almost completely skeleton. Small stature, but based on the thickness, bones, it's likely an adult male. Considering how dried out it is, I'd say it's been here for at least a year. Problem is the cause of death. Machida meticulously searches the corpse, then finally shakes his head. I just can't tell. Was he strangled by spiderwebs? Quit joking around. A joke? It'd be great if that's all it was. Still, the skeleton. He must have been in pain when he died. His face is all twisted. If it was an adult male, then he was likely a guest here. No matter how hard I try to sympathize, I just can't. Hey, look at this. Machida suddenly tosses something at me. I found it earlier. It belonged to this guy. It still has some fuel left. Keep it in your bag or something. Cheap lighter. Cool. Before I check out the, Well, I guess I better check this out. Now, open the lid to the coffin. Find a book among the junk inside. Monster Encyclopedia. It's a book about different monsters from around Japan and their associated legends. Mashita flips through the book. Huh? So the spider monster originally killed people by drowning them in water. Yeah, that sounds right. I remember reading a legend like that in one of the books piled on my desk at Kojo Mansion. It usually targets woodcutters or hunters, but they're always saved at the last minute. Every region has a story like that. Saved? How? They use a tree stump. The spider takes it instead. Then the protagonist escapes. Huh. I didn't get it. I don't get it at all. There's no point in complaining about folklore. In any case, this will make for a good reference. Take it with you. Sure. Now we go back downstairs, one floor. And, get myself whatever was inside the, drain. Which way was it? Was it this way? Yes, it was in this room. Okay. No. Not this room. Wrong room. Oh boy, I get lost so easily. Now. Okay. Got myself turned around. Here we go. Use that coat hanger. You know what? An idea hits me and I take out the bent hanger. I should be able to bend this into any shape I want. Bend it into one straight wire so it can fit down the drain. I stick it in the pipe and move it up and down. I hear the sound of dirty water being dislodged and it hits something hard. Key to room 502. Awesome! On the key, it is a tag that reads Deluxe Suite. That'll come in handy. Good thing it wasn't washed down the drain. Yeah. There are sticky white threads wrapped around this key, too. Seems like they stopped it from falling all the way down the pipe. Let's go up a floor. Okay. Floor 5. Yeah, no, wrong room. This is the room I want. Use the key to 502. There's a horse. I go to lift up the wooden horse. Something catches my eye. Discover a metal tool. It's usually used for medical purposes, but some maniacs use them for other things. Huh? Just as I'm replying to Mashita, a white light flashes before my eyes and I black out. I hear someone sobbing. My eyes should be open, but everything is pitch black. I shake my head desperately and try to look around. A horrible image flows into my mind. What is this? A young girl is blindfolded and restrained. Her mouth is being forced open with that tool. Her breathing is ragged. She must have been given a drug of some kind. Let's commence the judgment. Man speaks theatrically behind me. The court has decided to give the accused a fair trial and will judge her crimes. The trial will now begin. I shall put this spider in the accused's mouth, and if it crawls out, she is guilty. If she can swallow it, she is innocent. Upon hearing that, the girl starts jerking around frantically, her movements haphazard. She desperately cries for help. Her words are garbled, either from fear or the drug. Men jeering. Then a man releases a giant spider into the girl's mouth. Hey, get a hold of yourself. Yashiki, can you see me? The spider. Get it. Get it. Idiot, calm down. Ugh. With a slug to the jaw, I finally returned to my senses. That's right, I'm in a room at Masquerade. And the vision I just saw. What did I just see? I went somewhere. You haven't gone anywhere. You just fell on the floor and started writhing. Like I've woken from a long dream. Can't believe that was a hallucination. You finally calmed down? Yeah, I'm fine now. I wipe sweat off my forehead and swallow. The girl who was restrained, was that Esco? If so, then she was unable to go to the police because she was caught by people here. Let's check the bathroom real fast. Check in here. The tub is covered in dents and scratches, too many for it to be natural wear. Okay, that's disturbing. No trash can. Mirror's not something I can look at. Check through all the bottles on the shelf. Bath salts. Insect repelling cream. Hey, the cream could come in handy. I don't know about the bath salts. Okay. Over here we have a decorative coffin. Let's check inside it. I open the lid of the coffin. I find a book among the junk inside. Demon Encyclopedia. The book has pictures of various demons and demonic crests and lists their characteristics. I guess the guests here were interested in stuff like that. Yeah, and I am now haphazardly scared to leave this room. I hear footsteps as I step into the hallway. I turn in the direction of the noise to see. Sho, what are you doing here? Sho Nagashima is standing there. Bashida said he ran into him at the hospital, but can't believe you came. Sho, what's the matter? I take a step toward him, but Bashida stops me. Wait, something's not right. I look closely at Sho's face. No, it couldn't be. His face is unnaturally stiff. Suddenly he begins yelling angrily.
探してたぜ。ずっとよ。殺すけどな。
Someone knock this guy out. He raises a metal bat. He was hiding and moves in to attack. Get back, Yashiki. Ashita yells, urging me to escape. But we're in a hallway with close walls. What should I do? Think. Show's attacking, what should I do? Duck and dodge, run to my right, run to my left. Duck and dodge. Probably get hit. I quickly duck, covering my head. You're not getting away. Show's bat alters course in a flash, and I take a direct hit. Ow! That's wrong. He straightens only to swing his bat again. Shit. And my hands full with just trying to get away. There's no way I'll be able to restrain him. If Show's like Hiru and is infected with the same mysterious poison, I have to restrain him or his life's in danger. I can't do this alone. What do I do? I'm not gonna die. At least, not too many times. Show's deranged eyes burn a hole in me. Draw his attention. If my chances are thin, no matter what I do, then my only choice is to draw his attention. Huh? Sho hesitates for a moment, confused. But a second later... Damn idiot. You don't know when to give up, old man. The metal bat flashes above his head. Then... You're the idiot. Machida suddenly appears next to him and throws a direct punch at his face. Safe. Do we survive? Good. Sho tumbles to the ground. As he falls, his bat flies through the air. And, unluckily for me, it collides into the side of my head and I collapse with a pitiful yelp. Dumbass. Machida quickly grabs Sho's arm and completely restrains him. As Machida puts his weight on him, Sho groans painfully. Finally, he faints. Hey, Yoshiki, you okay? Yeah, it just grazed me. I sit up and gently shake my head back and forth. Thankfully, everything seems fine. And give me a hand. We need to carry him out of here. He's probably like the others now. We'd better hurry. I do agree. I think Sho would end up as the third victim. I managed to make myself stand, but my spirits have dropped down to my feet. It's still sprinkling outside. We drag Sho out of the hotel. Finally, we have a chance to catch our breaths. We'll call off the investigation for today. Yeah? Banshee and Hiru flash for my eyes, but Sho's safety should come first. Let's go ahead and bring him to the hospital. I'll go get the car. Good idea. Yours is better for moving sick people around. I take out the car key and stand up, but just as I do... a piercing pain runs through the side of my head, and I fall back to my knees. Yashiki? It's just a headache. I thought it had gone away, so why? You got hit right where it hurts, huh? And just rest there. Sho, you're injured too, so take it easy. I'll take Nagashima to my car. You wait here until I get back, got it? I'll come straight back after I drop him off. Sorry. Sho's in your hands now. Mashita collects Sho and disappears. The soft pitter-patter of rain permeates the area. The sound of the rain seems to make this place even quieter somehow. Then I notice something. The noises aren't the only thing that's vanished. The pain is gone. The intense headache has faded, like it never was. This happened to me twice before. Hold on. Now I'm suspicious. I think back on the times when I had a headache. The first is when I went inside Masquerade with Damon and Banshee. Back then, I'm pretty sure I wanted to keep everyone together. But then I had a headache and Banshee up and disappeared. My next headache came the following morning. I was trying to go see Hiru and Banshee, but in the end I was unable to. Then just now, I was going to the hospital with Sho and Mashita. I gaze at the entrance of Masquerade. You're the only one I want to see, sir. That's what Red Riding Hood said. I get it. I get you. I stare at the hotel as if I can see through doors. I feel like I can see a red figure inside. One rainy night, a girl stood there wearing a red raincoat. You're still waiting for, even now, for the one you respect so much. That headache always attacked when I was trying to stick with other people. If I stop trying and stay by myself, like I am now, then it'll vanish like it was never there. I get it. Hiru, Banshee, and now Sho. I've gotten my friends all caught up in this. That's right. It's all my fault again. I'll come alone, so do what you will. And with that, I'm going to leave the video here, and we'll pick this up in the next one when we deal with the spirit. So until then, see you guys.